Donald Trump wants to end the filibuster to reopen the government. The nuclear option that would transform the Senate from a permanent roadblock to actually delivering Republicans power. Alas, roadblocks go two ways, and this one could backfire spectacularly. The day before Halloween, Donald Trump truthed, quote, "Initiate the nuclear option, get rid of the filibuster," adding it is a defensive move since the Democrats will do it as soon as they get power. So the background here is Republicans currently control the Senate with 53 seats, but the filibuster requires 60 votes to pass almost anything, meaning you need Democrat votes. In other words, the Senate filibuster is the uniparty. Now, the filibuster has been around informally since 1917, but it was rarely used since it blocked all legislation. The Senate ground to a halt. That changed in 1975 to let other bills keep going, which transformed the filibuster from a Senate shutdown into a simple veto. Since then, it's been used over 1,000 times to block anything that does not have uniparty blessing or that offends any special interest. The result is Congress is designed to do nothing. Well, nothing good. A prominent 2014 study, Gillens and Page, analyzed over 1,000 bills and found zero correlation between popularity and the odds of becoming law. In other words, thanks to the filibuster, Congress acts like voters do not exist. So we can only imagine what Trump's presidencies would have looked like without the filibuster. His first term would have replaced Obamacare, built the wall once and for all, ended sanctuary cities. They could have passed national right to work, mass repealed global warming mandates, even the Holy Grail Reigns Act, which requires Congress to actually pass regulations instead of letting bureaucrats and activists pull them out of their butts. In Trump's current term, without a filibuster, they could have thrown millions of illegals off Medicaid, mandated nationwide voter ID for elections, opened up millions of acres to drilling and mining, ending our reliance on the Middle East and China, and, of course, they could have skipped the shutdown. Dems would have no leverage without the 60-vote hurdle. Now, changing the filibuster is easy. 51 votes changes the rule, and Republicans have 53, so they could do it tomorrow and pass all of their favorite goodies. The problem, of course, is at some points Democrats will win an election, and then they will pass all of their goodies. From mass amnesty for illegals to turning D.C. and Puerto Rico into states to packing the Supreme Court, which effectively repeals the Constitution. The counterargument, of course, is that Democrats will do this anyway next time they win because they told us they would in 2024. In fact, Democrats already weakened the filibuster for political appointees and judges, which is why we have so many activist judges, while Kamala herself was openly proposing to pack the court, which would obviously imply Democrats ending the filibuster. In other words, if there's a knife on the ground, the other guy's reaching for it, you better grab it first. So what's next, brought to you by I Trust Capital, complete repeal of the filibuster is in play. It's currently running 19% odds on prediction market Kalshi. And if it does go, we stand a chance of dismantling the entire post-FDR administrative state piece by piece. Small government advocates traditionally defend the filibuster as a block on Washington, but increasingly, it appears the knife is already in play. The question is who grabs it first. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.